feeling? Yeah, me too. What a coincidence. I'm tired of people asking me what my tattoos mean. Like I'm supposed to know? That just gives me way too much credit. Trust me. The only thing that any of my tattoos mean is that one time I had $80. That is it. I don't anymore. Clearly. That's why I actually have one tattoo that has personal meaning for me. I have a badly faded tattoo of the moon, which of course means I am bisexual. That is what it means if it is on a white woman only. If you're a white woman not laughing right now, I'm assuming you just found out you're bisexual. I'm sorry you had to hear it from me, but you should have figured it out like the rest of us by watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I am bisexual, but I'm bad at it. Like, I have to stop assuming that girls are gay. It's gotten me into too many sticky predicaments, and I can't afford to break another lease. So from here on out, going forward, I got a new strategy. I'm gonna play it safe and just pretend every hot girl I meet is straight until she explicitly tells me otherwise. All right, she's got a snapback on, doesn't mean anything. She's got a rainbow flag pin on her cargo jacket, I'm not reading into it. She's kissing my neck, she's probably just being polite. Her family is Scandinavian, it's probably just a cultural thing. Not gonna be rude and just assume a girl is queer just because she's fingering me. There's a number of explanations available. Maybe she lost her keys, I don't know. I know her star sign, not her story. I don't know anything about star signs yet, but astrology is next on my list of interests to adopt in order to further alienate men. Because apparently liking Riverdale and crying in public isn't driving them away fast enough. Men seem to really hate astrology for some reason. It infuriates them. They're like, planets can't make you sad, only basketball and your dad can. It's all fake, astrology's all made up. Yeah, no shit, that's why we like it. Everything you enjoy is made up too. Did you think libertarianism and Magic the Gathering were created during the Big Bang? It's not like either of us are hurting anyone here. So why don't you let me keep believing that Mercury in retrograde is the reason my credit score is so low. And I'll let you keep believing that your girlfriend naturally doesn't grow hair on her asshole. We'll both be happy in our delusions. See, I am polyamorous in the sense that I share a Netflix account with my ex and his current girlfriend. We're a modern family. We make it work. I did actually recently move in with my ex-boyfriend's parents, which people seem to think is weird for some reason, but I don't understand why. You know, just because things didn't work out with Ian doesn't mean it's over with Gary and Ginger. Still a lot left to explore there, which we never got to before because their cockblock son was always in the room. But now it's just us. We actually have a ton in common, especially me and his mom. Like, we both think that watching a British TV show with closed captioning on counts as reading a book. We both will always accept a second glass of twist-off white wine by saying, why not? I'm being bad. And her adult son has sucked on both of our titties, so there's actually a lot to talk about. It's a really good icebreaker. He's so teethy, isn't he? She remembers, like it was yesterday. I am dating other people too, don't tell Gary and Ginger. I'm actually about to go on my 4th date with this guy. You know what that means. 4th date, you know what that means. We're gonna have sex for the 4th time. All right, this isn't Pride and Prejudice, people. I got things to do, places to go, holes to fill. Icebergs are melting, tides are rising, get inside me. I I don't know what it is about global warming that gets me so scared and riled up at the same time, but it does. It's like, the apocalypse is coming, and so am I. I was like, I feel like you gotta get sex out of the way early, because millennial sex is so hit or miss, right? There's so many potential roadblocks. Everyone's got whiskey dick and Lexapro pussy. Like, you gotta find out ASAP if your parts even like each other. I'm sorry, I see some privileged faces unfamiliar with Lexapro pussy. Y'all never been on antidepressants? You never had to choose between getting off and getting out of bed? They are mutually exclusive. I just think it's so rude when someone asks me if I came when they know I'm on antidepressants. I'm like, yeah, I came in the sense that I'm done. I came in the sense that we've accomplished all we're going to here tonight. Time to roll off, champ. A little less chillin', back to the Netflix. I don't really mind it though. Like, sex without coming, it's really not that bad. It's like losing in a children's soccer game. Like, chin up, we're still gonna go for pizza after this. All that matters is that you tried. And you broke a sweat. You got some use out of those cleats I bought you. I knew they would come in handy one day. I don't know. I like this guy I'm going out with right now, though. He's got like an okay personality, a big dick, and an HBO account. So I think we'll last till spring. My friend was surprised that I even brought up his big dick as a positive when I was describing him. She was like, "Why do you care? You're bisexual. Half the people you go out with don't even have dicks." I was like, "That's not true." Every lesbian I've ever dated has a 9-inch dick with a 15-year warranty, and it's dishwasher safe. Oh yeah, your dick feels the blood and is attached to your body. Does it glow in the dark though? Still some improvements to be made on the factory model. Plus, dildos don't get whiskey dick. Yet. I'm actually gonna make and sell the first dildo that gets whiskey dick. I'm not gonna make a profit, but I'm gonna make a point. I don't know what that point is, but I'll figure it out later. Let's see, I used to do sex work before, which I'm not afraid to tell people about. Like, I'm not embarrassed that I used to be a cam girl. I'm embarrassed that I only made $40. That's the part that I lie about in job interviews to protect my reputation. I did other forms of sex work too. Like, I used to be a stripper and now I'm not anymore. Thank you so much. I'm trying to find like a regular office job now, which is difficult to do because there's a 6-month gap on my resume when I was shaking my titties for rent money. Sorry, shaking's not the right word for A-cups. Vibrating. Vibrating my titties. You really gotta concentrate to notice. It's like a hummingbird. I just like that joke because every time I tell it, people stare at my tits. But yeah, job interviewers don't really love it when you say that you're a stripper. So I've learned to kind of, spin that information the right way. You just gotta frame it in a particular way. Just gotta beat around my bush, so to speak. So instead of saying I was a stripper, I say, at my last job, I was a freelance entertainment provider and an interpersonal customer liaison at the landing strip. But I actually held many different positions during my time there. I'm a very flexible employee, strong background in sales, excellent salesperson. If I can convince your Confederate grandpa, who reeks of Pall Malls and missed alimony payments, that I'm remotely attracted to him for 10 whole minutes, then I can upsell cable to your dumbass customers. Going from the World Series to Little League. You gotta give me a challenge. I had to stop being a stripper because I got tired of people accusing me of lying all the time, which I was, but still rude. I'd be pretty honest with customers, I tell them the truth. I'd be like, you know what, I'm actually a comedian. I'm just playing pretend right now, just a little goof around. And they would always ask me to tell them a joke, which I would because I had a family to feed. By family, I mean 2 outstanding payday loans and an unaddressed marijuana addiction. And they would always laugh uproariously, not because I was good at comedy, but because they were trying to hook up. So they would tell me nice stranger lies you say to strangers you're trying to sleep with. They'd be like, you know what? I think you're so funny. You know what? You are so talented. You know what? I think you're gonna make it. Which I didn't mind, even if I knew they weren't being genuine, like I didn't mind it. Because if I squinted my eyes, it was like my dad was saying it. Could almost pretend. That's just a cheap daddy issues, Joe. My dad is actually super supportive of me in everything I do. Whether it's stand-up or improv or stripping, he comes to every single performance. Sitting there in the front row with the camcorder like, that's my baby girl! That one, cry it! Doing great, kid, just like we practiced! Oh, you guys don't have supportive dads. So one customer I told a joke to, though, he didn't respond so positively. He just groaned, and he looked at me with disgust, and he said, you know what? I think you should stick with stripping. I know, right? I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. I cannot believe that you think I'm a good stripper. All right, thanks, y'all. I've been Angelina Martin, and let's bring the love of the show back up.